Hey bosses, welcome back to the channel. And today is going to be a little bit different of a vlog because I'm not going to show how the life is in Dubai. I'm not going to answer questions. I am here August 31st, beginning of the day, still with my lounging clothes, because I want to say a little bit of something. When I started this channel back in 2016, my goal was to show my parents that I was fine. I had left Brazil, I was in a different country, in a different job, different environment, different language, and I know as parents, they would like to know how I was. I moved to the US in June 2015, and at the end of 2016, my parents haven't had come to Miami yet after I moved, and I decided to create this channel to show them how our life was back in Miami. As things evolved, I started using my channel also for commercial purposes. I started showing the constructions that we were doing. I started talking about real estate, finances, and a lot of things. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with my channel, but I knew it was an outlet for my creativity and also to make people know me, to get people to know me. In the beginning of the channel, everything was in Portuguese, and this was a way also for people in Brazil to know Daniel so they could invest with Daniel. So that's how everything started. In 2018, I guess, I shifted the channel to English because I thought, you know what? Most of my clients, if not all of them, speak English. And if I speak Portuguese, I will only talk to Brazilians, maybe people from Portugal, maybe from people from Africa, where they also speak Portuguese, but I can talk to more people about this subject if I talk in English. So I changed my content to English, and it was a mix of English and Portuguese. My vlogs were in English, other content in my channel, sometimes they were in Portuguese, and I was just navigating and documenting life. When COVID came in 2020 and I entered in a major depression, I was going through a lot of processes that I didn't want to document. I was feeling depressed. I was depressed. I was feeling with the imposter syndrome. Everything for me was wrong, nothing is right, I didn't trust myself, I didn't like myself, I didn't like the way I looked. And I stopped making videos at some point at all. I think in August and September of 2020, I completely went ghost because I was just not comfortable. I was not comfortable with myself. And little by little, I got out of that state. It took a while because I was also going through a divorce. I was also going through getting my visa. I was also going through splitting with my partners. And I just didn't want to talk about anything. Basically between the mid of 2020 until mid 2021, I was just going through life. I was not enjoying, I was not happy. I was very in a dark place. And little by little things start to get better. The end of 2021 was better. The beginning of 2022 was good. And then the second half of 2022, it was not that good anymore. Again, I went back to depression. And in 2023, we moved to Dubai. And I wanted to document that journey. But unfortunately, the way that we got here in Dubai was through Maria's job in Miami. The company had the headquarters here, and they brought her. And for me, because I wanted to expand my business has 3 pillars that they are going to be achieved. One is real estate, which I already do, yachts selling that I did in Miami, and I wanted to include private aviation, and that's what she was working with, and that's how we came here. So I was going to work for that company. Unfortunately, the marketing or the policies of that company didn't allow me to post on my own social media, which is ridiculous. My social media is personal. It's mine. It has my name on it, Daniel. But this company didn't want us to post anything that they didn't approve. So my vlogs started to become less and less interesting, I guess, and also less and less natural and less frequent. On the top of that, here in Dubai, they are very particular with their privacy. And when I say particular, you're going to understand. When I go out to places or even outside to vlog with my big camera, my Canon big camera, people freak out. You cannot film here, it's private, you cannot film here, even in communities like where we live. One day I was vlogging, the guy said, you cannot film here if you don't have an authorization. I say, what? This is like public roads. But this is not public, right? Because the government owns everything. So it was hard for me to get back to it. There was so much thing going on, it was hard for me to get back. But I was committed. I wanted to make it happen. So I started vlogging with my little camera, but the sound was not good. So I was trying to figure out ways, right? Because complaining is a child's resource when they don't get what they want. They complain so they get what they want. When you were adult, you cannot complain. You need to go get what you want. You need to resolve your problem. And in July, I bought this camera. Well, in July, I decided I was going to vlog for 31 days straight, no matter what. And I did. I know some vlogs are without, as we say in Portuguese, without head and foot. I mean that like there's no beginning, there's no end, they're just there. But the month of July for me was going to be different because I wanted to get back to the routine, back to the mindset, back to the muscle memory that we need to develop anything. We need 21 days to develop a routine, to incorporate that. So now when I don't vlog, I miss it. I feel like there's something missing. And in mid-July, I said, you know what? If my camera is a problem, I'm going to get another one. So that's when I bought the Pocket 3. Because as I said, Dubai is very particular. I cannot film with my Canon M6 because it's big. But if I use my phone that records in 4K with sometimes even better quality than the Canon, it's fine. And with this little camera, it's fine too. So you know what? It's that saying, right? If you can't against them, join them. Have your friends closer and your enemies closer, right? So that's what I did. I joined the club. I bought the Pocket M3, and that made my life much easier in terms of vlogging because I can go anywhere and nobody complains. I can still vlog with the other camera for some kinds of shots. This has its limitation, but allows me to do what I want. And what I want with this channel is to show a journey. Because in the future, I want to look back and see everything what I did. However, during July, the month of July, I didn't know what journey I wanted to portray. Because back then, when I started my vlog, I was building buildings, building houses, I was doing triathlon, so I had a lot of parallel journeys to show. And because I lost that mindset, I couldn't see in my life any journey that I could share. Anything that I could share that would make people interested and also gain knowledge from something. So I was talking to Maria the other day, you know what? I think that's what is missing on there. I don't have a journey. I'm not sharing a journey. So the journey that I want to share is how to live in Dubai, how to live in Miami, how to have an international life, how I develop my business here in Dubai. Am I going to stay in Dubai? Are we going to stay in Dubai forever? I don't really know. Because when we got here, we were in love with everything. Now we're starting to see some problems. And we want to share those problems. I want to share those problems so you And so you can make a better decision, either you want to live here or not. And I can look back and say, remember when we went through this? So that's the fun part of it. Same time, I'm doing an event in Miami in November, and that's my main goal at this point, to show you and record the process of doing an event. It's going to be my 8th event, the second one in person in Miami. 1 to 6 were in Brazil, 7 was in Miami in November last year, 8 is going to be in Miami November this year. So there's a lot to be done. I want to document the journey for myself, for you, because you are going to gain knowledge, and I hope to entertain you, the viewer, even if the viewer is just me 10 years from now. So that's the vlog, July 31st, 31 videos. You're going to see that the vlogs are going to jump some numbers because I recorded 4 vlogs, but I need the authorization of a developer here in Dubai to post it. So the numbers are going to be a little bit crazy, but at some point they are going to match up. Thank you for everybody that followed me in this journey, in this channel, to all ups and downs, to all changes. And I hope you and myself that we can enjoy this new chapter that starts now.